This is Creating Grin. Join us as we play Dungeons & Dragons around Ye Olde Table, throwing dice, telling stories, and creating legacies. My name is Eric, and I will be your Dungeon Master for this episode... This chapter of our tale. With me as always, Crit Crew. On my left we have...
I'm Katie, playing Elias Idlewind, a Air Genasi druid who can't magic recently.
I'm Ashley, I'm playing Runa, a Tabaxi fighter, who, just breezing through this forest just fine. I don't know why everyone else is looking a little ragged.
And I'm Brian, playing Aimon Drevin, the aquatic half-elf bard. And, Aimon's very disappointed that his dad jokes didn't work on the Treant.
I'm Jason, playing Nox, a changeling rogue. Currently in my Dark Zeldruic form, a drow, something, I think I said fighter. And I'm rough, because I got my ass whipped. Stomped.
I'd like to welcome you all to Chapter 4, Things That Go Bump in the Night.
Oh, ominous and foreshadowing.
After an uncomfortable moment of silence emerging from somewhere nearby brush, a dark elf guard dressed in black leathers, topped with a strange exotic metal chain shirt, sheathing a short sword made of that same exotic metal. As he looks and speaks, Knight's Blessing, Vevedro Kualar, Dark Metal. Blaylock, your guide, will return and say, or will return the phrase and say, Vevedro Kualar, Dark Metal.
Hi, we speak common?
Yes. That is when they will lead you. They will lead you to the camp. As you are brought into the camp, you will see another dark elf guard there to greet you. Brian, if you would like to effectively change over to our map.
Already done.
Oh, thank you.
Are we short?
If you guys...
We'll check real quick. Peek behind the curtains. Yes.
If you guys do make some sort of comment about that, Baylock will say, basically what was exchanged was Long Live House Darkmantle. And it was returned.
House what?
Dark Mantle. And Knight's Blessings that was in common, obviously. Everyone heard that.
Yeah. Okay.
So as you guys are heading to the camp, the guard that kind of emerged from the shadows turns and looks to Baylock and is like, "What took you so long, Baylock? We expected you several hours ago." And Baylock is going to say, "Well," and looks around to the rest of you to chime in.
We got beat up by a tree.
And we also fought some red-capped gnomes.
You have encountered the old witch's pet, have you? Baylock will say, "Yes."
Old witch's pet?
The
Treant, the monster, is what Baylock will say. The chaotic, crazed one infected with the fungus and the phasers.
Oh. Dead now?
It
Is there
is.
an actual witch? Because I really need to talk to her about letting her companions just run around.
She dwells into the western regions on the border of the Twisted Embers.
Okay.
I'm going to send her a very
My
stern
apologies.
letter.
The eastern reaches. I had to check my map. The eastern reaches.
Okay.
You guys are free to, before you get to the camp, if there's any questions you have or anything you want to discuss with your new acquisition, Dark Elf, or even Baylock.
No, I got nothing.
Okay. Just trying to give you every opportunity in the world
You know,
to conversate, make.
Any other witch pets wandering around?
Which one are you asking?
Either, both of them.
Oh, okay. Broad question. They will say, "Oh, there's many things that the old witch tends to dabble and conjure. She is very nurturing in her ways.
Great.
Yeah, not a fan.
And good to know that
The
beforehand, I suppose.
person that is taking you in camp is going to look to Balak and say, have you seen any of the Dathir? And he just kind of shakes his head and says, we encountered one of them, but that was back when the Red Caps were feasting on him.
Yeah, eating his stomach.
He will lean back and say, he means traitor, is what he'll say. As you recall,
The betrayers, as they're known with the patch.
Yes.
correct. Very good. The Balak will say, my apologies, let me introduce. This here is Ingra of House Moonrider. And that will be the one that emerged from the shadows, the dark elf that's escorting you guys to the camp. As Ingra will say, we have prepared food and lodging for you all as well to rest for the evening before your morning travels.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
Lovely. That's
So what you see before you is kind of your final destination after several minutes of traveling through the dark and twisted timbers. You now have come face to face with the familiar warm flickering light of campfire. In the nearby distance, the sound of moderate flowing water can be heard, set in around some sort of partially overgrown ancient elven ruin is the outpost that you guys have now reached. There are several guards that are keeping watch that can be seen. Two of them are in the ruins, one of them near the edge of the outpost, who is there to greet the party. As you guys look around, you see that Ingra has vanished, just kind of faded off into the shadows without even kind of realizing it, because your passive perceptions are low, even though some of them are pretty good. The sounds of nearby horses can be heard as you look and see a draft horse hitched to a nearby supply wagon. That looks like it has seen better days. The wagon's not the horse. And it's on the edge of the outpost as well. You will hear and see two silhouettes of two black, majestic riding horses that are located grazing near the source of the sound of flowing water. And the one dark elf that is there says, welcome, knight's blessings to you all. I see you finally made it. Balak, we expected you several hours ago. He says, my apologies, we encountered something. Well, we can discuss it over food. Now, come, make yourselves at home, is what you'll say. My name is Malik. I am of House Night Priest. This is the outpost to the south, as you'll say, or the Southern Outpost. What you can see is there's a large, comfortable fire that's been built. Not like bonfire, but a pretty substantial fire that's been built. There's a couple bedrolls that's been prepared out. There's a pot of stew or some sort of hot meal that's being kind of slowly cooked over this fire. There's a couple tents. Looks like they sleep about 2 people or one very large person. There is runes in there as well as described. You could bunk in there if you chose to do so. And it looks like there's adequate kind of tree cover and so forth around the area. So if you will, go ahead and put yourselves where you think you want to head to. I am going to move. We'll say here is where Malik is going to move to, and I'm going to say that here is where Balak is going to move to. The rest of you are free to move about. The highest passive perception among you, I believe, is Ilias, actually. What's yours, Jason? 14. Right?
14.
Yeah, Ilias, you have the highest one. You're going to notice that the 3 guards, they are all kind of keeping their eyes, not in a menacing way, but, they're doing their job, just keeping their eyes peeled on the 4 of you as you enter into the outpost. Other than that, you're kind of free to go about your business, as Malik will say, please make yourselves at home. The bedrolls are set for you, the tents are yours to have. Food will be prepared or served here shortly. And he kind of has sidebar conversation with Balak. What would you 4 like to do?
personally, I am going and laying down in a bedroll right by the fire.
Okay.
as I am worn the hell out.
Okay.
I want to go into one of the tents and try and focus on my magic thing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Select the tent. Unfortunately, the tents are not
This one.
deep enough to put your miniature inside, so just move your token there, and you can take your miniature off the table. That way we know which tent you've chosen.
I'm taking a bedroll. I've got 4 health.
Yeah. I'm at 11.
I'm gonna whittle some arrows, so I'll probably go. There's some nice looking dead trees. Hopefully I can find
Sure.
something. And
Yeah. No, go ahead and give me a nature check. See what you can scavenge. Or a survival check. Let's do survival.
Plus 30.
So that's a 16.
Yeah, you'll be able to collect an adequate supply to whittle you, say, about 6 or 7 good arrows. As you hear from the nearby mushroom.
I am absolutely playing with mushrooms too.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, little thing.
His face kind of like scrunches up and his eyes kind of squint. All that fun stuff.
Adorable.
You are inside the tent. You can roll an Arcana check if you wish to try to tap into that arcane energies.
13, 4, 17.
Okay. It is very,
Cast levitating.
very strong. It is confusing to the point where you're almost getting a headache because of the kind of fey nature of the arcane magic or energies that permeate here in the Twisted Timbers. So you definitely are getting a better sense, but it's almost, like I said, giving you a headache, overpowering, so keep that in mind. What does Nox and Aimon do? Just kind of crash out?
Pretty much, I'm just laying down, just... ow. Internal bleeding. Not good.
That's where the blood's supposed to be.
I'm waiting for food.
Okay. So, I would say that, Nox, as you're kind of patiently waiting for food, you will hear light conversation taking place between Malik and Balak. Conversation is pretty consistent. You know, Balak is filling in Malik on kind of what transpired, encountering one of the old witch's projects, is what he calls it. He's also going to say, you know, or Malik is going to say, we've got a wagon that's taking the rest of the way, so their trip should be shorter. We had to come out, you know, resupply the outpost. It was kind of timing. We would have gotten them on the way sooner, except for the delay. My apologies, you know, kind of back and forth, back and forth. That's about what you can pick up. After about 15-20 minutes or so, they're going to start dishing out, you know, stew. Runa, I'm sure you probably would have returned. Were you heading to a camp?
I'll probably chill against this tree. Turn my back to it.
Which there's another mushroom under that tree.
Yep. Absolutely.
Staying by those mushrooms.
I love them. They're adorable.
So food is being dispersed. What do you want to do, Elias, after kind of tapping into the...
I will move to the other bedroll.
Okay. And meals are being had.
Close.
Close enough. Oh.
Is there anything you guys wish to do other than feed and sleep? Any downtime activities or conversations you wish to have?
Does anybody else here feel like we got, like, thrown in well above what we should have, and we're all gonna die on this stupid-ass journey?
Very dramatic, this one.
Well, you know, we were voluntold to do this, and...
We were hired, I guess.
yeah.
Are we getting paid? Is the definition of hired?
We agreed. These are dangerous woods. They've been saying since the beginning. We can die here.
Correct.
Nothing here is unexpected.
It's unexpected for us. Because we don't know what's here.
Very different from my mountains. Very different.
No one's told us what to expect except for death.
Then you've been filled in. That's-
Incorrect.
Alright.
Is that the worst of the creatures that we'll encounter here in the woods? Is the large punching tree? Overgrown scratching post?
I mean, I don't know from personal experience, but that is not going to be the worst thing that we probably find in these woods.
Love that.
We should get our rest. Heal up.
So, concluding eating your deliciously made stew that is vegan friendly. It is flavored.
There's no meat.
There's no meat. It is flavored very well to tickle the taste buds of all of your palates. You guys do begin to kind of get sleepy and settle down for a potential long rest.
Yes.
Okay. So, is everybody gonna be crashing on bedrolls? Are we tenting it up? What is your sleeping arrangement gonna be?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna sleep in the bedroll.
I'm having the bedroll by the fire.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back in that tent I was in.
Gotcha.
Bye. On top of it.
Yes.
I think I'll probably stay out in the open.
Curl up the mushrooms.
Okay. Several hours will pass as each one of you kind of settle in and begin to fall into that deep sleep. Occasionally you might hear the sound of movement and you kind of peek around, being adventurers. You sleep lightly, if you will. As you notice, the guards are patrolling. They're taking watches. Which is nice because everyone at the table or the party gets to have a long rest without taking a watch for once. But, you're a little on edge. You've just met these dark elves. You've heard strange rumors about them. So, you keep your wits about you and still a little on edge, like I said. It is probably somewhere around very early morning, say 1:30, 2 o'clock, when I would like each one of you to give me a perception check, please.
$21.
10.
21.
23.
Oh, wow. Ilias,
We're better at seeing things when we're asleep.
Ilias, you are the first to hear, but not far behind both Nox and Runa. You believe you hear what sounds like a snapping twig or a breaking branch in the northern direction of the outpost. There is the subtle kind of noise from the horses, as if possibly they are too alerted. What would the three of you like to do? Starting with Nox. Starting with Ilias. You had 23.
I will get up and look outside the tent and see if I can see anything.
Okay. As you do, you believe you see something moving by this tree over here in shadows. But as soon as you kind of think you see and kind of focus, whatever you saw is not there no more. And you literally only kind of look like it's illuminating, and it casts a area of illumination because it's a bioluminescent tree. It almost looks like you saw the half of something, and then it kind of just like drifted on the outside of that bioluminescent kind of glow and just faded away.
Lovely.
And what did the two of you do with the 21s? As you will also see Ilias kind of stick his head out the tent looking in that direction.
Nah, I'm just gonna grab my rapier. I'm not gonna get out of bedroll, but I'm gonna be like prepared to get out of the bedroll.
Okay.
Just alerted.
Okay.
I'm going to definitely kind of like shift over into a crouching position. And I'm gonna look to my little mushroom friend, and I'll be like, "You guys, anything around here? You my little mushroom buddy?"
As you do, it's like
Little mushroom buddy. Wake up.
as you finish kind of trying to rouse the mushroom, you do quickly kind of direct your vision towards the wagon to where you think you see something stalking or sneaking under the wagon. But as soon as you kind of lock onto it, it's almost like it kind of dives into the darkness, like you don't see it anymore.
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get into a crouching position, and I'm gonna draw my bow. Kind of whisper across the bedroll. I think there's something under the wagon.
As Aimon continues to sleep it off.
Are any of the guards nearby?
The guards are, yeah, they're doing their patrols. They're all awake. They're kind of looking around. I'd say probably sitting near the kind of this area here. Let's see. This is okay. So let's say Malik is there. Let's say Balak is there. And they're just kind of sitting on the rubble and the dirt hill there, kind of conversating. And by this time, we'll say that this guard is out here, kind of watching the roadway, and then there's the guard on top who's still kind of looking out over. They seem to be doing an adequate job. Like they're being very attentive, but they don't seem to be drawing any attention towards what the three of you have seen so far.
Would we have gotten a long rest by this point?
You have not completed a long rest. You have slept, but not long enough to count as one.
I'm gonna kind of look to the guard to see where he's the one on the road, or I guess the one up here since I'm looking this way.
This one at the top.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're trying to catch his gaze, you will be able to do so if that was your intent. You're trying to, or you just want to watch the guard.
I'm looking up to see if he looks alerted to anything.
So his vision is kind of focused towards the north into the deeper woods, and he's kind of doing a 180 scan from, west to east or east to west, kind of slowly looking. He has a longbow in hand, and you're looking in that direction. You do see some type of small figure or shadow climbing or attempting to climb up the side of that stone right over on this side here.
I'm going to yell at the guard.
Okay. What do you yell?
I'll be like, "There's something behind you."
Okay. As you do, you see that figure kind of turn, and its eyes are glowing this dark purple. And it has that kind of like when you hit a flashlight into like a cat or a dog's eyes, that glare that, it looks at you. And I'm going to have everybody roll it.
Welcome. Oh, lovely.
Get all this added on here. Let's see. It's their initiative. Now, what I will allow you guys to do if you'd like to is I will allow you to spend hit dice for a short rest. Because you did get some sleep in, so if you want to try to regenerate some hit points, I feel like that's fair.
fantastic.
The map has shifted. Nice.
Doesn't matter. That gone. Why it shifted? That gone.
Okay, Nox, what is your initiative?
It was 18.
And I'm on.
My initiative is 12.
Yes.
Nat 21.
Be careful with that. So I'm gonna fix that real quick.
Pausing.
Pause.
That's fine.
Bruno, what was your initiative?
7.
Okay, so we have the initiative is set up. Did you get your map all lined up?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have to work on that one. Ilias is going to be first, followed by Nox. As what you see before you, being Ilias, is a goblinoid. But unlike your goblins you're familiar with or used to, its skin is very gray or dark, and it has these purple eyes, as stated before, with this smoke, this kind of eerie, mystical kind of smoke or mist kind of coming from its eyes and kind of drifting out the corner of its mouths. Or mouth, not mouths, but mouth. They are slightly taller. They're about a foot taller than your average goblin, but it still keeps them on the smaller side of things. So they look definitely eerie.
Lovely.
So what would you like to do in the pressure?
I'm going to come fully on the tent and move over here to this corner.
Towards the northern ruins.
Also, did you update the tokens on HP?
No, I did not.
Let's take some time to do that.
Alright, what is your HP? That's Ilias.
32 out of 36.
32. Alright.
26 out of 36.
6. Last but not least,
46 out of 46.
I didn't get fucking hit once.
I was like, oh, a med tree. Bye.
And I'm going to use Thorn Whip.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Awesome.
Maybe. Because it bounced out of the thing. 14 to hit.
Let me double check the statistics of this said creature. I think a 14 won't actually just miss.
Yeah.
As there's a siren.
Sucks.
That's the warning
Ruin
for
our
camp.
fantasy.
No, that's the camp's warning call.
Oh.
It's the mushrooms, Raul.
Yeah.
Sorry to anyone listening in headphones.
Okay, you are actually going to miss with a thorn whip.
Okay.
Yep.
But since we've taken a short rest,
Yes, you have.
I have Wild Shape back.
Yes, you do. So you can bonus action that way.
I am indeed going to bonus action that one.
Okay.
Oh, we're missing again because I got another 14.
That'll miss as well. You do notice that it doesn't like kind of the bright energy that may be shining from it. Kind of sneers or snarls at it.
Ooh, being your pigeons.
I will do my best. And that's it.
Alright. Next up is Nox.
I'm gonna get up now, and then I'm going to draw my crossbow and rapier out.
Okay. But your rapier is already out, so the crossbow can...
Yeah.
Do you have a hand crossbow?
I do have a hand crossbow.
Awesome, so you're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yep. You can take an action still.
Oh, okay.
Because drawing a weapon's a free object action.
Yep. All right,
You already have one
I'll
out.
take a shot with the hand crossbow.
Where are you shooting it?
The little goblin guy that's at the back of the corner there, because I guess he was the one in my line of sight.
Ping it for me, Brian.
The one
Just
on the
hang on.
ruins.
Try.
Yeah, that one there.
This-
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, gotcha.
I don't think I'm aware of the
only
other
one.
one.
Yeah,
the only
no,
one that
you're
we-
right, you're right.
Assuming most people are only going to realize this one because it's
Yeah.
green.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't.
Is there
Except
one
Bruno.
by the wagon?
There
You
is
would
one.
probably be the only one.
There's one right here by the wagon. Is he visible or not?
No, not visible.
No, he is.
Not visible.
And
there's
there is one up
another
here. And one on this side of the building.
Yeah. So the
Runa's got probably line of sight on the one on this side of the building. Here. Anyway, sorry. Nox, go ahead.
Very good. Nope, that's 10.
A 10 will miss. Your bolt will skip off the stone, embed itself in the moss in the
Yes.
corner.
Alright, that'll be it for me.
Okay. So we have Malik. Malik is going to draw forth his short sword, immediately seeing a kind of gray shadow-like goblin trying to approach him and Balak, and is going to just lunge towards with his short sword. Oh my gosh. He rolls a 1. So as he does, he is going to like get caught on some rubble and things and is going to fall down. His sword will go kind of splaying at the feet of this shadowy goblin. That will end his turn.
At least he didn't stab the horse.
I hope so.
Well, I'm more worried about the horses.
Oh my god. So the one being the shadowy goblin climbing the side of the building is going to finish his climb, hops over the wall, and is going to attempt to stab with his short sword the drow guard on top.
Oh boy.
He was warned because someone screamed out, "Hey, you idiot!" So it's a not advantage on the goblins. But the goblin will miss. The guard is able to kind of take the longbow and twist with the momentum of the goblin and kind of like just flex the sword attack. So we got something interesting going on up top of the ruins. That will end that goblin's turn. As it is Imon's turn.
So I'm gonna hear the shouting. I'm gonna.
What's going on?
I'm gonna get up and pull my rapier and see if I can actually see anything.
I think.
'Cause-
Well, you can definitely see the one on top
okay.
because he's up there.
Yes.
You can see
Just see
half
that.
of the one on the wagon. Like
Okay.
he's about half exposed.
Is he on or behind the wagon? Like on the other side of
He
that
would be
horse?
on the like where the horse is.
Okay.
So front of the wagon, near the side of the horse, and you probably can even see this guy as he's now
Yeah, I mean, seeing Malik kind of fall on his face.
right. Definitely
running
draws the
after
attention.
that. But I'm going to move over here.
Okay.
End up getting next to the wagon, flanking around this guy.
Yeah, I like it.
And I'm going to stab at them with my. Or actually, let's see.
Remember half speed.
Yeah, that's. No, I can't get that far.
You
So
got like
I
one.
will be able to get there.
Okay.
And I will then stab at them with my rapier.
Okay. See what happens.
19 plus 6 for 25 to hit.
Yes, it does.
Alright, 8d8 plus 4. 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay, that was an effective strike. You know that dealt a whole lot of damage to him. As when you pull back the blade that you have, it is coated in kind of this purpley, ichory blood.
What the fuck? And that will end my turn. I got no spells, no bardic inspirations. I can't do anything.
Balak, your
That was a very effective stabby
It
stab.
was.
is next.
All I got.
5, 10, 15. Balak is going to try to move towards Malik and is going to attempt to strike with his. And he rolls a 2. This little nimbly shadow goblin is going to duck underneath the attack. As it will now be the shadow goblin's turn. He is going to take his short sword and he's going to stab down at Moloch. Which I'm pretty sure gives him advantage. And he is going to nat 20 Moloch. So we will double the dice. So he takes 9 plus. So it takes 11 points of damage. And I'd like one of you guys to roll me a d20, please, because he's going to take a severe injury. Would you get
10.
10? Oh, okay. So in the process of falling and all this other things, it appears that Moloch has suffered broken ribs between the attack and everything, which is an internal injury. So anytime he takes an action, Moloch will now have to make a con save. If he fails, he can't take the action. He's overpowered by the broken ribs. Okay, it's good to know. Help me keep that in reminder here, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
And then what happens is he looks, and when he
Lovely.
he's gonna look, and when he does, he kind of like disappears in a puff of smoke, and he is actually going to end
The goblins?
inside here. Like you can see him on top, but he's actually down inside kind of the dark, shadowy area of the ruins.
Okay.
The next goblin, who is on the side, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, comes charging around the ruins, going right at, I believe that's Nox.
Yeah.
He's going to swing his short sword. He's going to have a... let's see... 15 to hit.
No.
Okay. You were, or were you still prone? Were you still around?
No, I got up.
Okay, that's why I thought. I didn't make sure. So he misses. That'll end his turn. Next will be the Dark Elf Guard up top. So he's going to attempt to shove this crazy goblin off the edge at the top, and he's not going to be able to do so. And now we ruin his turn.
So, I know I was kind of like in the process of grabbing my bow, but seeing it as how these are all very close, I will just let that kind of clatter to where I was.
By your
up
mushroom
near-
buddy.
Yeah.
Protect this. Keep
Watch
it
this
safe.
for me.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Still snoring.
Still snoring.
And I'm going to grab, draw both of my short swords out.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And we are going to... I'm gonna assume that guard can go over and help you, so I'm gonna go over and help Nox. And over here. So ignore the bow that's in my hands. And with that flanking, I will, for my first sword,
Notice how she says help Nox, but she's actually going to gain the advantage herself as well.
it's all to help
Well
Nox.
played.
Helps Nox
Well
as
played.
well.
All to help Nox. Dang, if I only I had improved critical. That is a 25.
That definitely hits.
That's 1d6. What are these piercing weapons? Yes, it is. So I'm gonna re-roll that to another 2. 6 points of damage on the first sword. I'm gonna swing the second one around. Another 19, so 25. And then just a d6, which is 6. So
And how would Runa like to deal with this?
it's gonna be like a 1, like a slash, and the next one I'm just gonna go right up underneath the rib.
Nice, nicely done. Awesome. Okay, that is done. Let me see. I'll find. I want to do all of them.
It's okay. They can all fall.
No, I don't do that.
I'm okay with that.
They dropped
Oh,
dead
they're all
of
linked.
fright.
Oh no, they're all linked. Got to keep track of this. So that's the dead one. I'm just gonna disappear it.
It is DED dead.
Okay.
Okay, it's off. It's off the battlefield there. So the rest of them. Okay, that's the only one that's taking damage so far, so I have to keep track of that. Okay,
No. It's not
which
the
one?
The
I'm on stabbed one.
yeah, the one I stabbed took damage.
Oh yes, 8 points. Oh, okay, got it.
Come on. I did something this encounter that didn't last time, but I did some damage this time. Don't take that away from me.
All right. So, sorry, Nero, the guard guy, after Runa, he is going to move. Right flanking, he's going to swing. He is going to just miss, even with advantage. Just misses. That'll end his turn. Ends round 1, brings us top of round 2. Ilias, you're up.
Well, I'm going to cast Frostbite on the goblin on top of the runes.
Okay.
You cause knowing frost to form on one creature that you can see within range. Target must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so we will roll for the Constitution saving throw. That's going to be 6 plus. I don't think it's enough. You have what is yours?
15.
That's, no, it'll fail.
Nice. On a failed save, takes 1d6 cold damage and has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes for the end of its next turn.
Awesome.
And it is 5 points of damage.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot.
Because why not? Right?
Might as well. No, I'm not, because that's an 8.
That'll miss.
And that's it.
Nox, you are next.
And where's the one at? Is it still up top with the...
Yes, correct. This one up here is still up top.
And then
This
there's
This one is on the
here.
inside,
Yeah.
but it's probably showing on top because of the projector.
Yep.
It's like partially. Just a little sliver.
He's like halfsies.
Where's the one over here by Playlock now?
That's the one that was.
That's the one that's inside now.
Okay. I'll take a shot at the one that's up top.
Okay, let's do it.
Nope. That's a 9 to hit.
It does not.
It's my turn.
Alright. Malik is going to pick himself up, embarrassed. He will reach and grab his short sword, and he's going to rush to try to get the shadow goblin that kind of bamfed into the shadows of the elven ruins.
Make a con save. I don't know what DC you got set for that. That's for his broken ribs.
Yes, it is good. Alright, no, he fails that. So he can move, but he cannot take an action. So he goes to swing with the short sword, and he's like, oh, grabs his ribs because of the lingering injury. That'll end his turn, unfortunately. Next up is going to be the Shadow Goblin on top, who is going to now attempt to stab again the Dark Elf Guard on top, and this time is going to check that.
He has disadvantage.
Oh yeah, because of the frost. And that'll miss. So instead of hitting, he will not miss. That will end his turn. Actually, yeah, that'll end his turn. I'm on. You are up.
Alright, I'm gonna stab the little fucker that's in front of me.
Nice.
That is a nat 20.
Damn.
Oh, that is going to hit.
3, 7, 11 points of damage.
And how would you like to do that?
I would just pierce it through the eye, just straight through the ocular bone into the brain, and
Oh,
done.
anatomy 101.
Yeah.
Okay, he will fall.
In the future.
He kind of like drops to his knees and then slides off your blade as you get a nod from the Dark Elf across from you. And he's going to look like he's going to start trying to join in on the combat.
And I will just start moving my way towards everybody, probably getting onto the top of the bedroll, and that will end my turn. Keeping an eye on everything else that's going on.
Alright, Balak is going to be next, and he's going to rush up. And he's got enough movement to run around, flanking said goblin, as he is not on the top. He's on the inside, just so you know. And he's going to attempt to swing. Oh, he nat 20.
Nice.
Balak for the win. So he will deal 3 points, double that dice, 9 points, plus his number is enough to already kill him.
Nice.
Yeah. So he is gone. He will down this shadow goblin. Which will bring it to... I think there's just the one left, right?
Yeah, the one that's on top.
Okay. So it'll go to the other guard, who is on top and is going to attempt to... He will shoot his bow at disadvantage. Because he has it out. He's going to go ahead and shoot it. Oh, wow. At disadvantage, he is still going to strike said goblin, I think. Let me double check. Oh, no, he misses by 1. My apologies.
Oh.
Misses by 1. So it clatters onto the stonework at the goblin's feet. That will end his turn, bringing us to Runa.
Still just the guy up top, right?
His last one.
Where is he exactly?
He's like here.
That corner,
I
yeah.
was gonna say, is there? Can I get up onto this corner?
Like walk these stairs.
Feel
Well, I
energy
climbed.
climbing
Yeah,
up the broken wall.
so I can be like next to him.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You can get up to the top of the steps.
And we're gonna stabby him.
Nice.
I assume I can't get into any type of flanking, so.
Nope, unfortunately not.
Well, you know. Haha, I'm gonna give myself advantage.
Alright.
Because hopefully we'll go long rest after this. 13.
13 is not going to do it.
Okay, well, let's try the second sword. And that will be a 17.
That just makes connection.
So 6.
6 points?
Yep.
Okay, he is wounded very badly. He's bleeding all over the place. This kind of purple ichor is kind of splatting all over the stonework.
Blood. He's painting the walls.
That's morbid.
You know they're gonna leave it there.
Yep. Until it rains. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. The other guard is by the wagon. He's gonna dash and get all the way up to there. And in his turn, as it is not gonna go to Ilias. One goblin remaining. Just one. Like hanging on to life.
You can do it.
You
Right.
got this!
I'm gonna guiding bolt him.
Okay.
Jesus.
Can you say
I have
overkill?
one spell left.
And you missed.
I got a 7.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Hold on, I got another thing to do. If I miss this, I'm gonna be really mad at myself. Alrighty, there we go. How about a 23?
That is.
That is
Starry arrow.
my starry arrow.
Okay.
And that is 8 points of damage.
And how do you do this, Elias?
Hold on. This one's a luminous arrow, and he's already bleeding, but I'm gonna have it go through, I guess, his chest to
Sure.
light up all the blood.
Okay, so
Make it
perfect.
glowing.
Yeah, so he's pinned to the wall, and he's kind of just all of his blood kind of turns this bioluminescent purple. That will end the combat.
Yay!
As everyone kind of takes it into account, they're all kind of looking around. Balak is going to move to Malik, however you want to pronounce it, and is going to start attending to his ribs that are broken, and he's kind of wincing in pain. The other guards are kind of taking the bodies and kind of dismissing them, except for the one on the wall. It's going to stay there.
I'll just take a
As a
small
reminder.
action. Gonna look at the goblin that's pinned to the wall in front of me. Just study it. Curious. Haven't seen one of these before.
Yeah. Even though it's dead, you're going to look. There's still some of this
Just go
kind of
right
like misty gray, misty smoke kind of slowly kind of pouring from its eyes and other orifices, ears and mouth and such. The skin is very leathery looking, maybe a little bit more than your traditional goblin. It's very like a dark gray. It's like I said, it looks very strange. Like, while familiar that it's a goblin and anyone can identify it, its color scheming is completely different.
I'm definitely gonna point out with my sword the smoke coming out of the eyes and ears and turn towards the guard next to me.
No, this is they will smoke for several hours. Is what it's the darkness from under earth kind of leaving their soul of their body. Is what he says.
This under earth. I'm hearing a lot of this.
Yes,
Balak
it is.
said something.
It is the earth under the earth. Is what he'll say. There is
Caves
a
in
whole.
the mountain?
Yes, there are lots of caves, but there are literally civilizations and cities under earth.
There's a soft sound of snoring start in the background.
Right. So after taking maybe 5 to 10 minutes of cleaning up the campsite, is there any questions any of you have, or any interactions or things you want to do before everybody settles down?
No, legitimately, after that ended, I went straight back to my bedroll.
Sure.
And I'm passing out.
Okay. Nox,
No, I'm gonna rest.
Elias.
No, I'm just gonna sleep too.
Okay. And Runa, anything?
Kind of look, and after my little chat about the Underdark and
Sure.
all that fun stuff, I'll probably go down and get back to my master and be like, "Good job, thank you for watching that for me."
That's what he says. Alright, so you guys will settle back down. You guys will drift off to sleep yet again. And everything begins to kind of get relaxed. You guys will be able to complete a long rest. You will level up to level 5.
Woo! Thank God.
Stop putting ice in my cup.
Yeah, I realized that. That one over there.
Alright.
Or use a straw. I want to.
Or can I lose this?
Putting us back onto the...
The player view. Alright, cool.
Yes. A little verification.
Level 5. Da-na-na-na.
Let the player see behind the scenes. Let the viewer see behind the scenes.
Glimpse behind the scenes.
Alright. Alright, so we're gonna just level up now.
Yeah, go ahead and level up.
Explain our choices.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. For you listening and
Level
viewing.
3.
Our players are going to go ahead and level their characters up to level 5, so they got a lot of choices to make, a lot of dice to roll, because we're rolling for HP, and that didn't sound good.
Yeah. Terrible.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 2.
Oh,
no.
Max did better than you
I
still.
rolled a 3 last time.
I rolled a 3 this time.
Okay, so
I rolled 1 this
4.
time, so
on the
yay.
app, under
just gonna
rolled
add it to
HP,
that.
I do 34. Because it was 30, now it's 34.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And
And then
it will
it
calculate what my
automatically
con and
adds your
everything
con.
is.
There we go.
Correct.
Now
So I can
level 5.
change my cantrip now.
Hey, now I can use Bardic Inspiration after short rests.
That's great. That's great.
And now I gotta figure out what spell I want to take, and I'm definitely swapping a spell out, I think.
All the choices to be made.
I'll get into this.
Extra attack.
You're rogue. I
I just
don't
get uncanny dodge.
Hey, let me tell you.
That is a very, very important spell.
That's as good as any spell that you can
spell.
conjure.
Yeah.
Third level.
Use reaction.
That sounds fun.
Oh yeah, I
You
get
feign
third level
death.
spells now. Huh.
I think all I got was extra attack, which is important. I'm not demeaning it, but I think that's the only thing I have to keep track of. Oh, I would like a clarification.
Sure.
2 weapon fighting is light melee weapons.
Correct.
I've got claw on both hands. The claws don't necessarily say that they're light or not,
Right.
but, like, you know, I don't. Would that apply with 2-handed fighting or 2-weapon
No.
fighting? Okay.
No. Because we have this kind of thing. Because they're still technically your hands, so it'd be an arm strike. Kind of.
That's what, and I looked at unarmed strike, and it doesn't like it, which I don't suppose
Yeah,
it
I
would,
know.
because it.
Because we had that. I boo-booed in season 1 with Gorath there when he was like taking bonus actions and stuff. I'm like, well, that kind of. It's not right, because the monks have their whole key points and different things they can do to get the extra strikes, so. That's kind of where we are with that.
Now, could I have a sword in one hand and slash with the claw?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. You got it would be what, 2 actions, or does your claws have a different?
The claw.
Like I know that with a tabaxi, there's something to like a little blurb, like you can for an unarmed strike, you can make an unarmed strike, but then it counts as like a D4 damage or something like
Yeah.
that.
So I don't know if you can. Can you attack with a light weapon and then make unarmed strike as the bonus action?
I see where we're going with this. Okay, I'll tell you what, it's our game, it's our homebrew, because it is like using a dagger damage wise. I think we'll do it. I think that you could use your claw as a secondary weapon.
Okay.
I'm cool with that. I see where the clarification was kind of.
Right,
It was
I'm
very gray, very fuzzy. Yeah.
I'm like,
I get
there's
it.
a very
Right.
gray.
We're
That's
gonna
why I have
roll
the
it.
2 short swords, anyways. But
Right.
assuming I don't know, they get
Right.
taken from me at some
We'll
point.
roll it that way, and I'm sure somebody will say something. Please, somebody.
We'll
say
start a
something.
debate within the community.
Right. There you go.
Do it. I'm always up for a good debate.
All right. So Nox, you've made your choices. What's your new HP?
40, because I rolled like shit.
Oh, good. You'll
And I'm on. You about done with your choices over
I
there?
am done with my choices.
Oh, tell us what we've won.
Well, I rolled like shit, so my max HP is now only 27.
Oh boy.
Yeah, two shitty rolls in a row. Plus, no Constitution bonus. That hinders quite a bit. I decided, after my horrible failed attempts of hideous laughter against the Treant, to, as I leveled up, and learn that ability, and learn a new spell, which I ended up learning
Not
Dissonant
so
Whispers.
hideous. Oh, not so hideous laughter.
Yeah, not hideous laughter. Dissonant Whispers.
Awesome.
I then also went and learned Knock.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
So,
Not Nox, but Knock.
Yes, Knock.
Yeah.
Because,
Open
could
things.
come in handy with
Yeah.
opening things.
Possibly.
You know, So that's kind of my thought process as of now. I also now have 3rd level spell slots.
That's good.
I don't have a single 3rd level spell
Okay.
at the moment, but I have multiple spells I can cast at 3rd level, like Charm Person to add additional individual targets,
Gotcha.
Cure Wounds to add additional health, Dissonant Whispers to do extra damage,
Right.
Hone Person, add another target, invisibility. Now 2 of us can be invisible at once.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So that is pretty much my big things. And then, of course, at level 5, my cantrip damages increase, and I can also I recover my bardic inspiration uses on short rests now as well.
Awesome, man.
That's a lot of changes.
Yeah.
That's it.
You done? Are you done down there, Runa?
Yep.
What'd you do?
So I rolled rather low,
It's a theme.
but have 54 hit points.
Oh, that's really good.
And
The tank that fires arrows.
right, that's just like meh.
Arrow.
I'll hit them from over here, 300 feet
I'll
away.
hit them from over here, and I'll like run away and use my agility back.
Right.
I'll let our druid be our tank.
Right, exactly.
Or the board.
And he's doing great at it so far, like.
Right.
And then as a fighter, for 5th level, I get extra attack. So
Awesome.
now I can do all kinds of shenanigans
Cool.
with all the weapons that I have.
Sounds good.
Including myself.
Are you done, Elias?
I am.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have 42 hit points because
Alright.
I also rolled low.
Today's theme, rolling low.
Yay.
I think it's just the pain theme.
Yeah.
Could be.
I also have 3rd level spells now, so I added Wind Wall,
Yay.
which is fun. I decided I should go with some
A wind theme? Yeah,
things since
okay.
I am an air genasi.
Okay.
And I changed one of my cantrips from...
You know, your wind is what caused him to...
To drop the rock on his toe.
I did
Yeah.
indeed.
So,
I should have... Let me change that back. I changed it from Frostbite to Primal Savagery, but I'm going to change that back. Or change it again, because Frostbite came in.
Yeah. It did.
So, I'm not done yet, actually.
Okay. Well, since
Do a
like
second.
90% of you are all done, we'll move along with our completing your long rest. It is extremely early in the morning when you will all be startled awake
That one, because I don't like
by the very distant shrill scream of my camera going out.
yes.
This time.
So I got rid of Mold Earth when I have Primal Savagery.
Okay.
And Frostbite.
Okay.
So,
And I'll start over again since the camera glitched out there. So the entire party completing a long rest, leveling up. You were all startled awake by a very shrill, distant group of screams of chaos and panic as you kind of jump up from your bedrolls, peek your head out from the tent. The guards all kind of look around as the first person to react will probably be the highest passive perception, which will be Ilias. You kind of look off to your left, coming from that kind of corner of like where you're sitting of trees, is going to be Indra, the guy that you guys kind of encountered on your way here. And he looks like he's been running for quite some bit, and he looks panicked and sweating, and he's like, essentially, he says, the nearby village has been attacked in the Misty Valley. We must help aid them, is what he'll say. And the guards are like, without hesitation, kind of grabbing their weapons and gear. Balak is going to rush over and say, will you help aid us? The villagers are of House Mistwalker. They are to be protected by the Kingdom of Tyrdal and House Darkmantle.
sure. Yes.
Yes,
Absolutely.
we will help.
And
Two armed.
2 arms. That's right. And this will conclude the chapter of our tale. Tune in every Friday to hear and see what happens next, and thank you all for following Season 2 of Grin and Grin. Bye-bye now.
No.
Ooh.